mark is done. But this is not a part of my speech act, so if I were to please don't read this. Basically, I had some pull. Yesterday we had some activity and I did some pots and pulled my back. Okay, so good evening, Toastmasters and guests. My name is Panini and this is my L1P2 speech. So here goes. We have all experienced this, that whenever we go on a vacation or on a short trip, and we had time to plan, many a times what happens is that the experience of the trip does not match the expectation we have put for the trip in our mind. And why does that happen? Let me explain that. By the way, my speech topic is don't experience your future in advance. Don't experience your future in advance. Related to this. So let me give you an example about that. Why you don't feel so good about the trip basis what you experienced and what the expectation was. So let me take an example. Let's say you are going to Goa. You book your tickets. You have booked your hotel. And you had time to plan. So you are thinking about going into the sea, the sun, the super climate which is there. You're playing with your family on the beach, rolling in the sand, super food, exquisite locations. Goa is Goa. So what have you done with all this? What you have done is you have set an expectation about the trip. So now what is happening? Any experience you go through in Goa is trying to match that bar which is there. So the poor experience is always trying to catch up to your expectation. So if you see a beach, you already have a picture of the beach. Now the beach, Kalangute beach, is trying to match up to your expectation of what Kalangute should be like. And in reality, what happens? What happens is, there's always a last moment rush to pack your bags, to catch the flight. When you reach the hotel, the room is there, yeah, but the guests have just left. So what are you doing? You're waiting because they're cleaning. Somebody falls sick. You're running around all over the place because you've got a huge itinerary and the sun, the sultriness, going to the beach in that hot sun is not easy. And doing all the things which you plan takes its toll. So there is a gap between expectation and experience and expectation. Expectation is here. Now think of something different. You were sleeping and suddenly you got a call from your friend saying, "Bacha, let's go to your car in the morning." You get up, go, and more often than not, whenever this kind of thing happens, what you will realize is you will come out of the experience feeling very great, and that experience will be there with you for a long time. Now, the difference between Goa trip and your car trip is this: that when you went to your car trip, what happened? You did not have time to think. You did not plan. You took decisions as things happened. You took whatever came in as it came in. You soaked it in. And whenever these kind of things happen, whenever you act in the moment, then the small things, whatever happens, give you different kind of pressure, and that stays with you for a longer time. Let me just give you some examples. Let's say you suddenly had to catch a train because suddenly there was an emergency. You went to your train unreserved. Half an hour hence, the TT comes and says, "Sir, we got a cancellation. Here is your ticket." Small joy in that, isn't it? Think of Goa trip. You're sitting in the economy class, finally, all done, tired, sweaty in the AC, in the craft, and the attendant, flight attendant comes and tells you, "Sir, you are a premium customer. I've upgraded you to business class." Wow, the joy, isn't it? It's fun, great. Or, flight. Look at Bangalore. You are going in a very heavy traffic on Hebbal Road, and it's all back to back to back. And suddenly, you get all three signals clear. Tuck, 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 tuck. You reach green, reach green, reach green. Superman. What feeling, isn't it? So, one more thing, one more example. Why not? You are the SAA. Okay, and suppose you have the 21st story, where the floor where the event was happening. You are already at 5:59, the event is at 6, and you are tensed, and you reach there, and the lift opens for you. That's not go to the 21st floor. What subtle joy, isn't it? So, and I can go on and on these examples. So the point is this: that whenever things happen like this on the fly and you experience that, you have that subtle joy about those things, isn't it? So, to act in the moment and to live in that moment and go with the decisions is then the mantra to live by. So, let me leave you with this. Let me leave with a powerful thought on that. And the thought is this: that whenever you experience something, there are two things which get registered in your memory. One is the experience, and the second thing is the stamp, evaluation, which the mind puts in the experience. Now, living in the now, living in the present moment is basically like watching a live match, not a pre-recorded match. There is no expectation. You experience the raw pleasure of Virat Kohli hitting 6, 6, 6, 6, and you say, "Wow, man, that's great. That's the way it has to be." Now, what happens in this case is, if it is not a pre-recorded thing, it is a live match. All the experience is pure. It gets registered in your mind straight, without any adulteration by the mind. There is no stamping by the mind saying good or bad. And then the recall of that event is so much more pure. When you recall that event, it is pure, isn't it? It is pure and it is refreshing. So, in the end, I will leave you with this thought that I gave you all this speech. I know this. I am living in the now. What about you? Think about it. Are you connected? Yes or no? Thank you.